So somebody asked if you could get rid of one state in the union, what would it be? And I stitched the video and I said Texas. And then this person, along with many, many others, came into the comment section to try and own me, I guess. How many oil wells and refineries are in Chicago, Tom? Well, that's how many oil refineries are in the Chicagoland area. That's not even the rest of Illinois. If you look at this one down here, it says that red dot that says Exxon Mobil Refinery. You see just up the road, that blue dot, that's me. That one's in my backyard. Like 10 minutes from my front door. As a matter of fact, when you Google largest oil refineries in America, the one in Whiting, Indiana, just over the border, comes up at the top of the list. As well as oil refineries in Bedford Park, Illinois, which is in the Chicagoland area, Roxana, Illinois, which is in the state of Illinois, Robinson, Illinois, as well as many others. But that's besides the point here. You're missing the big picture. Let's just assume Texans who have wanted to secede get their wish and they leave the Union. Obviously, anybody that wants to remain part of America is going to leave the United States. The U.S. is going to pull out its military forces. The U.S. is going to pull out its governmental agencies, and they're going to relocate them. NASA is going to come out of Houston, and they're going to relocate them here in the United States of America. And you guys are going to have, yes, a shit ton of oil refineries and oil wells. Who are you going to sell it to? You can keep yourself going. You can keep all the oil you need flowing within the new nation of Texas. But if you want to actually be able to earn, you're going to have to sell it to somebody. Now, if you're saying you don't want to sell it to the United States of America because you've become your own nation, you've left the United States, and you want to cut ties, fine. Good luck. Who are you going to sell it to? Not to mention the fact that some of those refineries along the Gulf Coast are refining oil that does not originate in Texas. Well, we're going to stop that from going to you guys, and we're going to refine it here in the United States, if all of this were to happen. See, you don't look at the big picture. You just sit back and you go, well, we got all the oil. Well, you got 29% of the refineries, a significant chunk of them from the United States of America. But now they're going to be the Texas refineries, the new nation of Texas. You think Mexico is going to be willing to help you? Probably not. And if you don't want to sell it to us, well, then you can go out and hit the open market and try and sell it to them and around the world and see how that goes. But your best bet would be to turn around and sell it back to the United States of America, would it not? Actually, I'm kind of hoping this little experiment comes to fruition. I would love to see how Texas can stand on its own without the United States of America. Furthermore, I would love to see how long it would take before the nation of Texas gets invaded by a foreign nation and immediately turns to the United States and goes, "You going to help?" You know, like they do whenever anything else goes sideways, whenever a hurricane hits or tornadoes hit or a fertilizer plant explodes. Somebody said that, somebody earlier in another post said that while they're a blue dot in the red state of Texas, that the United States did not come to the aid of Texas when the cold snap happened and the energy grid failed their citizens, which is also not true. The United States did send aid to the state of Texas when that happened. They didn't rescue Texans, but they sent aid, something that would come to a screeching halt. Let's see if we can't make this happen. You talk to your people on the Republican side, and we'll keep pushing Democrats, and we'll see if we can't get Texas to become its own state. We'll see how many people leave Texas. Conversely, we'll see how many conservatives flood into Texas from what would be the old United States of America, relinquishing their U.S. citizenship to become Texas citizens. And then we'll kind of see how everything goes. We'll see which nation lasts longer, the nation of the United States of America or the nation of Texas.